do with that. I knew Islam condemned things like that. That person was misrepresenting Islam and he had false beliefs. He must have been radicalized. He didn't get this from Islam. When if you actually know what the Quran says, you know the very next verse justifies exactly what he did. This is when the media becomes a problem. Instead of shining a light on the problem.
Without bias.
Yeah, without bias, presenting the facts without bias, they bend over backwards to submit to Islam and to pretend that Islam had nothing to do with this when it obviously did. And it obviously did. And they go so far as to actually deceive people, to keep people from knowing this is exactly what Islam teaches. Now I would ask you, if one verse of the Quran, you're ripping it out of context and ripping out parts of the verse in order to say that Islam is peaceful, I would suppose that whoever read that verse had read the next one as well. And if you had read the next verse, you know what the next verse says. You know that it allows you to go kill people who are fighting in Muslim lands. You know that. You know that. And so whoever, if you quote that verse and rip it out of context, you're doing it deliberately, which means that the media is deliberately deceiving us. And when the media is deliberately deceiving us, you're right.
The media has deceived itself.
Yeah. Well, the point is, I mean, CNN allows it. CNN allows the author to write the article. So CNN might not do anything else. They might just be deceived. But whoever writes that article, and in this case it was Arslan Iftikhar, whoever writes that article, they know what they're doing. They know, here's what a verse says. That's why he didn't give the reference. That's why he didn't say this is Quran 532, because someone might have typed in, hey, what does Quran 532 say? Whoa, 533 says, do exactly what the Fort Hood shooter did. Do what he did. So, again, think about the difference here. When the media does its job, pointing out problems, drawing attention to problems, forcing people to deal with the problems, the media is great. When the media covers up problems and does everything they can to ignore the problems and keep us deceived about what the real issue is, the media is part of the problem.
Like what happened in Switzerland, they said, okay, this is our country. We invited you in. You're welcome to come and work and live a happy life with your kids for your future. But we do not want any more minarets in our country. So there was a stand here. When you go to France, the same story. Okay, wearing the hijab in your culture, in your country, maybe it's okay. But this is France. We speak French. We have the French law here. We invited you. We opened our doors for you to come in. So there is opportunities to stand up, to set a standard of you can, like what happened in France and what's happening still in France. They want to ban it completely from the country, and what's happened in Switzerland that says, yes, some people can stand up and can set a standard.
Yes. Now I'll give you my view. I'm not for banning burqas. I think people should be able to wear whatever they want to wear and so on. But I am against inconsistency. I am against inconsistency, and that's the issue with like the trying to ban burqas or banning the construction of minarets.
If refusing your driver's license to show your face.
Yes. That's a problem. That's a problem. I agree with that. My point is, it's a matter of consistency. It's a matter of consistency. If Switzerland says you can no longer build these minarets, even Muslims in Saudi Arabia were condemning this and saying, oh, we're going to cause some problems for you. We're going to cut off relations with you. We're going to withdraw money from the bank accounts. How dare you? This is intolerant. This is hate. Saudi Arabia? You're dead if you convert in Saudi Arabia. I can't go to Mecca. You must, you non-Muslims out there who disagree with me, try getting a flight to Mecca. You can't go there. You can't go there. Try going to see the Kaaba. Try visiting the Kaaba. You can't do it.
Remove you.
Yeah. Tell them go to Saudi Arabia. Get a plane ticket to Saudi Arabia. Tell them you're going there to build a church. See what happens. See what the government does. That's the problem. Total inconsistency. We've pointed this out several times just on this show. You cannot build a church in our country. You cannot evangelize in our country. You cannot convert to Christianity in our country. You are second-class citizens even if you live here and you're not a Muslim in our country. We will do whatever we want to you in our country, but you'd better not disagree with us at all in your country. And that's the inconsistency. How dare you ban the construction of minarets? Do you see how hateful you are? When this is, Saudi Arabia was saying this. Saudi Arabia is saying, how dare you ban the construction of minarets in Switzerland when they don't allow the construction of churches? And it's just every step of the way, it's never let's practice what we preach.
And
It's one set of rules for us. We get to dominate you and subjugate you. And your role as non-Muslims is to submit and allow us to get away with anything we want. That's Islam for you.
All right, we are done for this time, for this show. So, ladies and gentlemen, I will leave you with the blessings of God until we meet again. And Jesus Muhammad, we will see you again. God bless.
If you enjoy watching Jesus or Muhammad, please contact us and let us know. We need your prayers and your financial support to keep this program on the air. Give us a call at 248-416-1300.